What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to another casted game here featuring Bruh playing as the English. He is ranked 107. I have not seen this player before, but it could actually be him, but there's also people who change their name all the time, so I never really know. But either way, my first time casting a game by Bruh, and he is up against Leenock, who is playing as the English. And if my memory serves me correctly, Leenock just qualified for that N4C $100,000 land that's going on in Berlin this March. He qualified last weekend, so big congratulations to him. And one of my favorite players to watch always. He also streams, so make sure you check out his stream over on Twitch. But anyways, playing some English, and we are on Altai. So of course we've got the two mountains on the side. Looking at the relics, 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty evenly distributed. We've got a pass here. This pass is a little awkward. There's one, I guess, to the north. Looking at the resources, the wood lines are sometimes the more concerning. We've got a wood line in his pocket, and there's one out in front. Both berries and food off to the side. Also a back gold mine. Let's look at Bruh's base. He's got a back gold mine and a back berry and a side wood. This is not a bad spawn for him, to be honest. He's got some rather protected resources, but this is an English mirror. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I have seen a lot of English mirrors. I honestly, this could be the very first time I'm even casting an English mirror. I can't recall ever watching this, so this should be fun. I don't usually love mirrors, but this isn't one you see a ton. So likely some longbow spearman action is what we maybe expect, but sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected in these. I'm told by chat here that Bruh was ranked 30 a few days ago, so this is likely going to be a close game, I can imagine. But of course, Leenock being a little bit of the favored player here. Now let's see who trained how many scouts. We've got one scout here for Bruh. Let's see if Leenock, he's also only trained a single scout. Bringing back some of those sheep. We'll look at that sheep count here as you bring those in. Oh, he needs to be careful. Man, let me know down in the comments of the chat if you're ever someone who runs out of sheep under your town center, because I do this all the time. Let's see if Leenock runs out. You know, I feel like a fool every time I do it. Oh, I'm mistaken. Hold on. He has two scouts. Maybe just... Oh, my hotkey... Oh, I did select two scouts. Okay. Yeah, two scouts. Broad did one scout, so he didn't run out. But I know I forget sometimes, and I end up running out of sheep. There we go. Two villagers building that council hall. Man, and Leenock clearly is the sheep master for this game. Let's see how many sheep are here for Bruh. Where is his scout? Down here. Oh my god. He doesn't have any sheep. Oh my gosh. John says he never runs out of sheep because he always goes for berries. Hashtag deli life. Ain't that the truth? Wow, look at all those sheep. I do have a sheep emote, so if you are subscribed to the channel, throw a sheep emote in the chat. And if you're not subscribed, you need to rethink your decisions. Just kidding. Okay, so Leenock is over here, and he's just scouting, seeing what's going on. So the wood line here would be probably his target if he does push in. Though that's kind of a rather defensible wood line. Unfortunately for Bruh, you know, we were talking about the spawn here. All of his deer spawned quite forward, which, you know, in contrast to his opponent who has kind of the side one, I guess it's kind of forward. At least he's got the pocket resources behind the base. I've been trying to honestly overanalyze some of the map spawns recently, because I think one of the biggest things that Age of Empires 4 could use right now that would drastically improve the gameplay would be some attention to the maps. I think it's probably the biggest thing that AoE4 needs right now. Balance is getting better, and yes, there's always more balance tweaks that are always going to need to be done, but I feel like some love to the maps could go a very, very long way, and I hope we see it soon. This map, we're in a pretty good shape here, but we've all experienced some ridiculous map spawns. I do have in my Discord channel a dedicated spot for you to post. If you get a map where you get some ridiculous spawn, take a screen cap of it, and make sure you capture the seed, which you can get by pausing. You can see you can get the seed. And posted, I've got a dedicated Discord channel for it, and I'm collecting all of the ridiculous map spawns. So link down in the description. Go check that out, and next time you get a frustrating map, throw it our way, and we can all laugh about it. Okay, now both players going for some farms early on, right? Despite the fact that you can just go for the hunting, the English, they have a bonus for farm gathering. So oftentimes you don't even see them hunt; they go right for the farms. It only costs 37 wood. I'm kind of curious how it exactly levels out, because it's curious to me that he's sitting here he built 2 farms versus just getting the deer here. But it must be enough of a bonus. Leenock is a top player, so if he's farming, it must be the way to go. We also see Bruh doing it. He's got a full farm set up already around his mill. Okay, now it starts. Double stable out of Bruh. So it's going to be longbows and double stable, assuming he makes any longbows at all, right? Right? Okay, back here, we've got Leenock building a single stable in the back. Thank you to Azza AoE for the follow, not to be mistaken for Hazza. Okay, and looks like Leenock was trying to build a forward outpost, but the wolf got in on the action, and now there's longbows. I don't think he's going to get that outpost. Yeah, he's best back up. So, 2 stables, training up those horsemen, and looks like Leenock's falling back. You know, an initial glance here, I feel like Bruh's kind of in a nice situation. He's got double stables up, and Leenock has no barracks, and he also only has a single stable. So this could be troublesome. Bruh is already taking down a longbowman. He's on top of that scout. More horsemen coming out. By the way, I want to take a check real quick, see if he got wheelbarrow. Yes, Leenock already has wheelbarrow. Let's see about Bruh. He also has wheelbarrow, so get that wheelbarrow early if you're playing as the English. It's obviously the thing to do. Okay, so now he has a few horsemen. What else is going on back at home? Just really going for the farms. Building another mill. Wow. So very quickly transferring to mills. Not even going for the berries. You know, I might have thought about going for the berries or going for the deer, but looks like the way to go is just to go straight into farms if you were playing as the English. Hi, Azzo. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, Bruh is just kind of chilling now. He's got his horsemen. Oh, careful, he's going to lose a longbow here, and it looks like that will probably going down. Let's see here. Yes, 1 longbow does die. He's going to kite back. He will have the advantage of being on the defense, right? He gets that network of castles bonus there. 25% attack speed boost. Okay, so we got some horsemen moving on up, but Bruh does have the numbers here. But I don't think any villagers have died yet, right? 28 villagers, 28. I think the difference would be Leenock did walk a singular villager forward, so he did lose the walking time of that, right? So we'll see how this matches up. Neither player looking to age, but Leenock did just put a villager on gold. Don't know if that's going to be for upgrades or if he's going to start transferring to think about aging. Let's see what's going up to the northwest. Just some bunch of farms. We've got a house coming down. Nothing really crazy. So just kind of positioning. Okay, so as we mentioned at the top of this, Leenock is definitely the favored player in this matchup as far as just rankings go. But Bruh is looking really strong right now. He's got 8 horsemen. Looks like maybe a raiding party is going to the north, although I'm not sure if that's going to be able to get any value. He may be able to get a villager, but it's unlikely. I don't know. I don't know if he should be splitting his forces like that right now. And he did build some farms out here. Okay, here we go. Bro, moving in, and he's going to pick up. Does he get a villager? 1 villager does go down. And I think he's just going to pull back now. So let's see if he loses any horsemen. Did he lose any? He lost 1 horseman there. But honestly, probably worth it to pick a villager. He did take quite a few shots. But not only that, produced a little bit of idle time. Looking at the score right now, Bruh is ahead by 166 points. And a lot of times, scores are hard. It is not really a great factor to look at when you're comparing matches. But when you have a mirror, it's probably about the most reliable time you can actually consider looking at score. Looking at the gold, Leenock is gathering, and I would suspect he is planning on aging up here, but we do have a blacksmith, so maybe that is not true. Maybe he's just going to go for blacksmith upgrades. Let's see what he queues up here. Oh, we got that raid coming in that we saw earlier. Did he get any value out of that? I am not sure that he did. He's going to be chased back. Now, he built his barracks way back in the back, probably just to hide it from his opponent while he makes a few spearmen. And now he does have a few spearmen in the mix. So, bruh has gone all in on a horseman, and now there's spearmen in here, and spearmen hard counter the horsemen. Longbows will have to take care of those, but Leenock doing a good job of neutralizing those. Meanwhile, we've got a little bit of a fight over to the west. Just those horsemen kind of running around. And the spearmen really changed the tide of this battle because they will really quickly deal a lot of damage to these horsemen while they are chasing that. Let's see if he's got any blacksmith upgrades. He is getting the melee attack upgrade for all of his units. Bruh is just trying to get out of here. Trying not to lose his longbows. Look at this. Trying to keep that longbow alive, but Leenock has the lock on. Down goes that longbow. And without longbows, he's not going to be able to kill the spearmen. But in a defensive situation, he can use that town center. He'll be fine. Blacksmith-wise, he is going for the ranged attack right now. Okay. So, by the way, this is a live game that we're casting. A lot of times we're casting games that have already happened. This is a live game, so nobody knows the outcome of this. So, always an exciting one to watch. Bruh sweeping around to the south. While Leenock is kind of pushing in on the... Well, he's just chilling up on this hill there. Let's see what type of line of sight he has. You can see a little bit. Flamboga, they say. Are they each working in there? Okay, so Leenock has his longbows. He's got a little mixture, right? He's got a horseman, he's got spearmen, and he has the longbows. But now Bruh has a pretty significant massive longbows, and that's going to push Leenock back for now. What was that? Okay, that was just that blacksmith upgrade coming in. Horseman chilling here to the side. 5 Aces says, I know who's going to win. He can see in the future the English is going to win this game. You know, you might be right there. Maybe we should have a prediction. Will English win this game? Okay, Leenock looking to set up the outpost here mid-map to get that network of castles. Now, look at this. Leenock has macroed very well for an age up. So he established a little bit of map control. He's got these spearmen, which really makes it like not a fight that Braw really wants to take. Now he is... Did he get a villager? No, he just is losing a horseman right now. So this is going to be a little bit of a costly raid for Bruh. He's just taking damage and losing, I think, 2 horsemen there. So Leenock looking to be in a favorable position going into the next stage. Look at the military graph real quick. And you can see Bruh has lost 4 more units. Not a big difference, so it is what it is right now. But right now, chasing down... How do these compare? 10 versus 13. He needs to be careful, but those are a lot of low HP, and well, some of Leenock's are low HP. I don't know. This is gonna be... We'll just follow these guys as we're aging up. Oh, I say that, but look at this. We got another raid coming in here. Bruh trying to do a raid on the farms, and I think he's gonna get a villager or 2 here. Let's see. In they come. 1 villager's already half health, and down it goes. 1 villager down. 2 villagers down as the age up is hit for Leenock. So that's a good little pick. Let's look at the villager counts. 43 for Leenock versus the 45 of Bruh. Now, Bruh looks like he is aging up as well. Yes, we've got to the King's Palace. What did Leenock age up with? Probably the same. Yep, King's Palace. So this is essentially a town center. So he has villager production coming on in. Okay, so... Both players are kind of positioned, but Leenock has a little bit of map control. He does have a tower here. Gives him a lot of line of sight, and of course that speed bonus. Still chasing those horsemen down. He is going to throw a wall segment down, which will kind of prevent these raids. You see him doing that on both sides. So maybe he can trap these horsemen as they run back into the corner. Okay, so now that he's in the 3rd age, what will he be training? Let's see. Any knights? Perhaps? No, he's upgrading his horseman. Yes, he is training 2 knights down here. Oh, a nice surround there. And this is going to result in Bruh losing a lot of military units. Look at this military count here. He's still trying to run away. He's doing okay. He's just kind of distracting the army for now. Okay, bruh, moving on up. Perhaps he could siege down this outpost before Leenock can get back. Honestly, it might be nice value. And yes, he's going to do exactly that. You see those torches out, and these horsemen, when they are torching, they do 16... wait, hold on a second. Yeah, they do 16 torch fire when they're torching. Look at these. It only pops up when you're in the act of doing the siege, so it's kind of annoying. I'd like to be able to just click on any unit and see their siege damage. Or torch damage, rather. Okay, we've got Leenock, though, with knights on the field. Let's go back to that current resources tab. Bruh is got a lot of veteran longbows out here, and these spearmen kind of out of position. Look at this. Longbow's picking it up. I don't think Leenock has noticed because he just charged in there. Oh, man, you hate to see it. The spearmen just, man, the sacred site is kind of blocking everything. But this is a excellent fight for Bruh because he took out all of those spearmen. But there's still these knights to deal with. So he has to figure out what to do with the knights. But taking out the spearmen is a big plus for him. That was basically kind of a free pickup there. Let's look at that military graph. That might have changed the tide. Yeah, look at that. Just like that. Turn it around. And he's up on villagers by, well, it looks like 1 right now. So they're pretty even as far as eco goes. Okay, so now Bruh's got a few knights of his own. He's got the longbow mass. Now here come the spears. I think they're going to deal some damage. Boom. Yeah, they counter calf so hard. You can't sit there and fight. Even with a knight, you don't want us to take damage from the spearmen. Okay, so Bruh did kill 1 tower, but there is a tower back here for Leenock. What is Leenock up to? Getting a lot of gold right now. I see 3 stables pumping out to knights seems to be what he's up to. On the other side, we have... Okay, so 1 player is making knights, the other going for crossbows. Let's see how this plays out for him. Honestly, I feel like maybe he's going to need a few spearmen to do just block the front line. Or maybe some more horsemen. But... yeah, the crossbows will be a good counter to the knights if that is what Leenock is committing to, but Leenock likely won't just fight straight on into that. And a manga now would be quite devastating to Bruh's unit composition at the moment. Do we have a siege workshop up? I do not see any siege workshop yet. Let's look here. No horsemen in queue, just going for the crossbows at the moment. Oh, yes. Look at this. Leenock has knights. He is ready for the raid. The second Bruh looks at one of these military engagements. These guys are going to charge on in, and look at this. They could, in a blink of an eye, take out 7 villagers. You know, if you consider the fact that these guys have 50 HP, looking at the knights, these guys do 37 damage. Okay, so that means they are 2-shotting these villagers. Okay, Leenock, what are you up to? More knights in training. And spearmen, looks like knights and spearmen right now. He is getting his attack upgrade, throwing down some farms, and going for gold out on the western side, outside of the walls, mind you. Let's look at that income per minute. It should be very, very even. Yeah, it's pretty similar right now. 70 for Leenock versus the 68 villagers of Bruh. Okay, Leenock. It does look like Bruh did build a few wall segments, but he has not built it to the correct side. Oh my gosh, he's gonna build a wall here. But little does he... Wait, is that even actually blocked? Okay, yeah, this. Little does he know the enemy is already lurking from within his castle walls. Okay, here we go. This engagement is going to start. And just like clockwork, the second that engagement mid happens. Where do we look? Do we look at the villagers? Let's see if Bruh notices. Down goes a village. Down goes another village. Okay, he has pulled them, but not before losing a few villagers. Leenock just pulled back. And he is still grabbing a few more villagers there. And the knight's barely taking any damage from that town center fire. So a nice little raid there. Wow. did we predict that or what? He's going to wait. Yeah, if you're going to raid, that's what you want to do. Just park a few, wait till the battle begins, and then run in. So you pull your enemy's attention. Maybe they don't pay attention to their fight. They got to look back at their base. Look at the villas right now. 76 for Leenock versus 69 giggity for Bruh. So now Leenock is in a very favorable military position. Let's see... Our eco position. Let's see how this fight goes, though. A lot of spearmen And I don't know. Bruz has a lot of crossbows in here. For Leenock, though, I think that might be a bad engagement. The longbows take out a lot of the spearmen. Crossbows able to deal with his knights just fine. And now finally taking out that knight that was back at home. Okay, so here's the situation. Leenock has 79 vills, Bruz 72. That's not a huge deal, right? Not a huge deal. Looking to drop down in an outpost to get that network of castles. But military-wise, I feel like Bruz's army kind of counters this army a little better. I don't know if he has enough crossbows, though. Like, these are 9 knights. I don't know if he wants more spearmen. He's got to make some kind of adjustment. He's going to double down. He's going to go for maybe horsemen. Or maybe just more knights. I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't want this to be happening. Look at that. Like, just knights dying for free. Both players building walls off to the side. You can see there on the mini-map. And Brud now has a mangonel, our first siege unit of the day. No siege units, no siege workshops for Leenock. Wow, okay. Brud looking to be in a strong position up here against Leenock, who is, as I mentioned earlier, a contestant for that N4C land that's happening here in a month. So he's got some serious games ahead of him. And now we got Leenock on the backline raiding, but those are crossbow he's fighting. But you can see here, if knights can close the gap, they can deal with crossbows. They do take damage, but... And maybe Leenock is counting on that. He's just going to mass up knights and do a big old charge, perhaps. Surprised to see that Brah has not made any spearmen. I feel like a spearman would greatly pay off right now against these knight raids. They're a rather cheap investment as well. He's trapped him in, but those are 4 knights. We'll be seeing those guys again. We know that. Okay, here we go. We've got Brah moving up with the mangonel. Lots of spearmen, but he's got spearmen. Brah doesn't have any cavalry right now. Those spearmen ain't going to do much. Okay, we got that raid. I told you we'd see those knights again. Here they are, taking out more villagers. Look at the villager count. 80 for Brah versus the 86 for Leenock. Meanwhile, on the front line, we've got Brah pushing forward with his archer crossbow mass and a mangonel. Now, I'm not sure if a single mangonel will get that job done. He needs to deal with those knights in the background. Okay, the crossbows are chasing them down. Again, I feel like even 2 spearmen would go a long way. Oh my gosh, here we go. Aging up with the Berkshire Palace on the front line. This is going to be serious because as Leenock runs out of wood back here, this is his only wood line. And if this goes up, this will be game-changing. So here we go. Leenock sees this and he is engaging. Knights running in, crossbows on the back line, dealing damage. But here's the issue. He can't protect his mangonel since he doesn't have any spearmen. So there's nothing to stop. And these knights, like I said, they could 2-shot all of these, right? And he has a mangonel back there. So this could have been a gamble for Brah that is not going to pay off. You have to have some spearmen when your opponent has just this sheer number of knights. And now look at that, losing all these villagers, stopping the age up. And right now he is losing the military fight. And Brah might have made a serious miscalculation despite a game that was looking to be very much in his favor. I had thought losing his entire army. Boy, oh boy, I don't know. I just think I think Brah made a mistake not making any spearmen to back up his archers and crossbows. Those would have stopped the knights in their track and would have given him the space he needed. Also, quite a greedy Berkshire Palace. I mean, that's a bold move against a guy like Leenock. I mean, he could have pushed that up here. Leenock probably wouldn't have charged out. He would have got to the next stage, and he still would have had significant map control. But this game's not over yet. Let's see, is Leenock aging? Not yet from what I can see. And Brah has not canceled his Berkshire Palace yet. He will want to do that. So he is microed back. So I think he loses all the resources if this gets canceled. Like if he destroys it, I think he loses the resources if I'm not mistaken. I'll keep an eye on his current resources tab. Maybe he'll delete it at the last second. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That's the right move. Okay, so he does have a single spring gold and he's pushing up. He's going to try it again. Look at this. Look at this. He's got villagers. He is going to try this again, but those are knights, sir. How are you going to deal with the knights? You need spearmen. And just like that, bruh taps out. The end of the game looks so decisive for Leenock, but I gotta say, that was a close one. Up until I think bruh just made a fatal miscalculation there on that forward landmark for the 4th age. Anyways, very exciting. English Mirror, congratulations to Leenock winning this game. If you enjoyed this casted game, make sure you hit that sub button and leave me a comment. It helps me out with the algorithm, so I appreciate that. And here's a quick look at that economy tab. You can see very, very close. Leenock did outgather on gold, but bruh invested in the stone. I didn't really see. He never dropped a keep from what I saw, so I don't know why he went for so much stone. Maybe he was going to drop a keep as well. I don't know. Anyways, see you in the next one.